Subscribe to Automation Studio channel and press on bell icon for new video notifications. Hello guys, welcome to Automation Studio. In this tutorial we are going to see how to deal with the multiple views in Android application or with the Android app. So as we know, there are three types of app can be possible in the mobile automation. So one is native, one is web, and another is hybrid. So we are going to see this example through the web app, and where few of the native components we are trying to achieve through the automation. So what we are going to do here, we are going to take help of Chrome browser, where we are going to load the Yatra URL, and then we are trying to perform few actions. So here is the agenda what we are going to cover. So we will try to load first Chrome browser, and once it is loaded, then we'll load the Yatra URL into that. Once it is loaded in the Chrome browser, then we will try to click on the flights option, which is available on the Yatra web page. So we will see like what the difficulty people face here. Then after that, we will finding out all the views available on the Yatra web page. So once we will load it, then we have to see like in that particular view or on that screen how many views are there. So it may be possible like whatever the option you are trying to achieve, that is on some another view. So a screen is nothing but a combination of different views. So but in a native application, everything will be a native, but in web application or web apps or browser based application, few of the native components are there. Let's say for the back button, forward button, or setting buttons. So these are the native components which come along with the browser. So if you want to deal with such options, then you need to make a switch to the native component. But if you want to deal with within the web components, then it will falls under the web views. So these are the major difference in the terms of hybrid application. Hybrid apps are nothing but the combination of both components, web components and native components. So you might seen like in a few of the application you are able to see like downloading the file. When you will download the file or upload the file, it will coordinate within your mobile application, and you can choose your file or you can download your file. So those components are nothing but the native components which will provided by the Android OS. But if you will talk about the web components, that means where the browser feel you will get, like when you will open a browser and you will perform some actions. So such kind of components are known as the web components. Okay, so these are the difference between the native and web components. So native is generally fast because it's driven by the OS, but web components may be slow because it needs or required internet access. Okay, so after that we will find out all the views. Then once we will have the collection of the views, then we need to figure it out the current focus. So there are two types of view category may be possible. One is native, one is web. So we need to find out like we are on which view first of all, and where we need to perform the action. Suppose I need to perform an action of a flights option. So flights option is available on which type of view? If it is a web view, then what is my current view? If my current view is native, but I need to click on a flights which is on web view, so I need to make a switch, otherwise it will not listen because it will just explore the native components, and my flights option is a web component. So for that we need to make a switch. So in the fourth option, switch to web view and then click on flights option. So I will make a switch, and then I can able to explore the web components, which is flight, and then I will perform the operation in the flight, click operation. Once I will do that, then again I need to click on the settings button. Now the settings button is a native components which is available on the top bar of the Chrome app. So but when I clicked on the flights option, that means I'm on the web view. Now again I have to deal with the native component, which is settings, which is available on the native view. So what I will do, again I need to make a switch to native view so that I can explore the native components, and where my settings button is there. So once I will make a switch to native view, then I will be able to click on the settings button. So this scenario I have constructed in that way. So if you have to switch one view to another view, how to deal with such a situation. So that's why I have come up with this scenario. So in this scenario, if you will observe, I'm making switch from one view to another view and making the particular actions. So in your automation scenario, or you will be finding some challenges where you are not able to click on few options which might be available on different view. So you have to understand that if you are facing this problem, then you will be analyzing like everything is fine, the locator is fine, but even though it's not able to click on that, so there may be problem like it will be available on different view, and you are trying to click a native component, but your option can be available on the web view. So that might be a problem. So you need to figure it out, how many views are there and where my option is on which view, and then I can switch to that view and then perform the action. Okay, so let's start with this. I'm going to cover with this scenario within automation. So let's see. So guys, I have my APM desktop server is ready and up and running, and with the APM server I do have the real device here. So how I have set it up, the real device, I'm going to cover a bit over here. First, what you need to do, you need to do some settings in your device, what I have going to show you. So open your device and go to settings. Now click on about phone, just tap on that and tap on build number multiple times so that it will turn on the developer mode. It will show you how many times you need to click over there. Then once you will go back, then it will show you the developer option. Just tap on that and make sure it is enabled, and if you will see there is an option stay awake should be on, so that your device should not go into the sleep mode when you will run any automation. And here is the USB debugging option should be turned on, and there will be a couple of another option we need to turn on, which will help us for the automation, like show tabs and show pointer. So just make it on. If you will scroll down, you will find these options. See, these options are available. Just make it on, and I'm gonna turn on the other one also. So now if you will see, if I will rotate the cursor, it will show me the pointers, and if I will tap, it will show the tab as well. So these are the settings you have to done before connecting your device to your computer. Now we are all good here. You cannot operate this device from the screen, but yes, if you will do something on device, it will reflect on the desktop screen. So now let me navigate to the Droid 8 screen website. So here's the website from where I have downloaded the ZAR file. So you can just open in the browser and go to download option. Here you will get the two downloadable files. So one is beta, one is a stable version. I have downloaded the stable version. So once you will download in your machine, then what you can do, you can open the terminal, and it's already running for me. So let me kill it, and let me clear it. Yeah, now you can type java-jar, and just you can drag and drop the jar file into the command prompt. So it will take the address. Now it will load the device on the screen. See, so now it is loading. So soon it will project the device on the screen, and then it will take a while to load it. So before that, make sure you once you will connect your device through the USB cable, then when you will do ADB devices, it should show on the terminal. That means your device is successfully connected through your machine. Now it's setting up the device mirror mode. So just be patient for that, because first time it will adjust it. So you can see like it's automatically dragging. Once it is stopped dragging, then what you can do, click on this refresh button. So by doing that, it will adjust the automatic width of the device. So see, if you click on that, it will rotate, and then again click on that. Now your device is set up. So now you're good to go with execution of your test cases. So now you will be able to see whatever the action I will perform on my device, it will show on the screen. See, I just have tap on the drawer, so it was showing on the screen. You may get some lags, but don't worry about that, but the result you will get will be perfect. Now let's see the coding part. So as per our last video for the Android automation, I have shown you how to automate a web view app over the Chrome browser. So if you haven't seen that then you should have to seen it before going through with this tutorial. So I will put all the details and the link in the description box. Please go ahead and watch that video first. So here I have coded everything as per to the loading the web URL over on the Chrome browser. So these are the all details and the capabilities I have used here. Now let's open the Opera website on the browser and go to inspect option. Once you will inspect, it will open it in mobile mode. And what I'm going to do here, I'm going to find the locator for the flights option. So click on the inspect button and click the mouse over on flight. So here is the option. So I'm going to use here, like I'm going to construct XPath, and I'm going to validate whether it will click on that or not. So here's my XPath I have constructed, and it's uniquely showing as 1. So I'm going to copy it, and now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to perform a click option on the flight. So let's see it will do or not. So I'm going to do apm.find element by.xpath and .click operation. So now it has been done. Let me execute it. So let's run and let's see what will happen. So now the test case is going to restart. Yep. Now logs are coming on the console, and now the application will start running. So it will open the Chrome, and then it should try to click on flights button. Let's see. So it's opening the Chrome, it's loaded the website, and now it's trying to click on flight option, but it is unable to do so. So let's see why it is happening, because by the time it should click on the flights option, because it's available. but why it is not tapping over here? So let's see here, it's not doing anything. So what would be the reason why it is not doing that? Because it may be possible like the flights option may be available on the web view, but our application is still on some another view. So let's confirm it. So here is the web view and the top one is the native view. So it may be possible our focus may be on the native view. So how to identify through the code or confirm through the code? So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to add SOP statement where I'm going to call current view as apm dot get context. So it will give me the current view where exactly the focus on the app. So now let's run it again. Once we will run it, it will print the active view where on the screen. So we will be able to see like it is on the native or web. If it is on the web, then it should click on that. If it is on the native, then we need to switch to native view. Then only we can, vice versa. If it is on the native, we need to switch to the web view, then only it will perform the action on the flight, because flight option is available on the web view. Okay, now it's loading. It's loaded. Okay, now see, it's shown on the screen like it's a native view. So that's the reason why it is not able to click on the flight option. So what we need to do here, we need to make a switch to web view. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to use the property the method as apm.get context handler, so which will return me a set. So let me store in its set, and let me call the apm.get context handles. Yep, so this will return me a set. So I'm going to create a set object. So here I will get the collection of views. Then what I'm going to do here, I'm going to iterate it, and see, it will give me the set. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to iterate it, and then I'm gonna check like the view contains or equals the web view, the text. Then I'm gonna make a switch to web view, then I'm going to perform that action. So I'm gonna print first all the views here. So I'm gonna put SOP statement here. Okay, and before that I'm going to perform some sleep. So yep, edit, that's it. Now let's run it. Now let's see what will happen. Now the test case is running again. So I'm not going to do anything, just I'm going to see how many views are available. So that's the reason I have called the method, which is apm.getContextHandles, which will give me a set of views. So by that we are going to see how many views are available on the screen. There may be possibilities like multiple views can be available on the screen. So first we are identifying how many views are available, because we know our focus is on the native, but apart from the native, how many views are there? So let's see. So see here, the native view is there, and the other is web view. Yep, the two views are present. So top one is native and another one is web view, where our entire application is on. So we need to make a switch to web view now. Okay, so that we can switch from this screen to a particular section to to the another section, and then we can perform the tap action on the flight. Okay, so what we are going to do here, we are going to switch to web view. Then we need to add the piece of code here so that we can click on flights option. So let's add few line of code over here. So we need to put a if statement. So if the particular view contains or equals to web view. So if that particular view name or contain the web view, then what we can do, we can perform the tap action. And yep, so because we will be on the web view, so we should be able to perform the tap action over here. So that's what I'm going to add the code over here. Now let me print the current view again after this action. So I'm going to call here apm.getContext again, so that once I will switch to web view, then it will print like I am on the web view or not. I have mentioned the break over here, so let's run it. So now it's executing, so it's opening the app. Now it's starting printing on the console the views. So now it is on native, and it's clicked on switched and then clicked on the flight option. So that's what we were trying to achieve here. So it successfully made a switch to web view, and immediately it clicked on the flight button. So test case is passed here. Now what we are going to do, now we are going to click on this particular bar. So we have the three dots button, hamburger menu is over there. So we are going to click on it, which is present on the native layout, and then yeah, so that's what we are trying to do now. So let's copy the same code, and instead of passing web view, again we will pass the native. So what I'm going to do, I'm just copy paste this code, and instead of web, I'm going to mention here native, so that from web I need to switch from native. So I will say native, and here once I will be done on the native view, then I can perform the action on the three dots. So I have already found the element for that. Let me copy it from here, and then I'm gonna mention after this line. Yes, so I will first make this switch and then click on this particular element, and then let me print the current view as well. Let me run. Now the test case is executing. Now it's loading the site. It's clicking on the flight button. It's clicked on the again native option. So it successfully executed the test case. So from web view, it again switched to the native view. So now the test case is passed. So this is how you can deal with the web and native view in Android. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe with your friends. And I will see you soon in the next video, guys. Take care. Bye bye.